Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Life becomes what you create. Silence builds a stronger state. You observe, release, let go of what you can't control, you know. When you open a trade, you rise so high, like a god who owns the sky. The world's beneath your steady hands. A life you shape the way you plan. Today's your day, don't be afraid. Click with faith, the move is made. Buy or sell, it's all the same. Balance dancing in the game. Turn emotions into gold. Future stories to be told. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Strong in silence, clear in mind. Every loss a gift you'll find. Step by step, your power grows. The market speaks, the trader knows. Today's your day, the crown is yours. Open wide the trading doors. Every chart becomes your stage. Write your story, turn the page. Turn emotions into gold. Legends crafted, brave and bold. From this moment, here you stand. Trading years at your command. Today's the day you...
Good morning. How are you guys? Ooh, look at this price action. Wonder if we're gonna take out Monday low, and whether we're gonna drop into that daily bullish FEG, because this is basically what I'm hoping to see. Oh, come on. Okay, guys and girls. I hope everyone's okay. I hope everyone's fine. Oh, what is going on here? Okay. So as usual, I'm just going to start by putting here the information that I usually previous day high. Okay. You know what? It's probably very prematurely for me to say this, but you know what I would like to see happening? I like to see gold continue to move lower into this bullish fair value gap, and then move higher to the 50% level of this yearly range. The yearly range, which I've just put a fib, like the yearly range from the high of the year to the low of the year, the range that we currently have so far. That's what I'd like to see it do, but we'll see. Bottom line is that I really do want to see it move down into this bullish fair value gap. We'll see if it does that or not within today. So dear gold, if you're listening to me, just drop to that daily bullish FEG and then just give me a nice opportunity to go long. That's what I want, you guys. But before, before that happens, Let's see these levels here. So as usual, you guys already know I'm marking previous day's high, previous day's low. And weekly high, weekly low, those are already marked. So there's not a lot of levels that I need to mark right now, because only things that were modified were previous day high and low. Do you guys like my hat? My hair is going through some weird transformations, and I'm just trying to hide that as much as possible. Oh, hello. Look at all these highs here with platinum. That's going to be a beautiful liquidity. It really looks good. Okay, now I've marked my levels on the daily chart. Now what I want to do is I want to drop to a smaller time frame and see what I have around here. So we took out previous day's low. Took out previous day's low. But I still want to see price continue to push lower to that daily fair value gap. And more precisely inside this bullish inversion here. I'm also going to mark that level because I'm pretty confident we're going to go there. And that's going to be a very interesting area to look for long setups. So my plan for today is like, it's precisely this one. Wait for price to drop to previous day, wait for price to drop inside this bullish fair value gap on the daily chart and then continue to push higher. That basically means take out Monday low. Monday? Yeah, Monday. And we have nice liquidity that was accumulating above. We'll see. Also starting with, I think 9:45, we're gonna have lots of Q3s aligned. I'm not necessarily saying that it's mandatory to wait until then to get a nice possible setup. But that's when probability is extremely increased. Hold on, because I just figured out that I did not pop the chat. I need the chat. I need the chat. Okay, I have the chat. What are you guys saying? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. What's my bias for today? My bias for today is first I want to see it go to the daily bullish fair value gap and then long. Good morning. Crazy market at the moment. Yeah. Abdullah, I have one question. Please ask your question. Guys, if you have questions, just ask them in the chat and I will reply to them. It's not like it's hundreds or thousands of you here in my live stream. Like right now it's just 30 people and I think it's including myself, so not too many people. I can actually answer all your questions. And I really think that you could really take advantage of the fact that right now it's just a handful of us here and you could actually ask questions. You never know. Maybe I have the answer. Yes, I'm using a different quarterly indicator at the bottom. Where are the numbers on my quarters indicator? It's a different indicator, Ryan. Yes, guys, just like Turan said, remember to like the stream. How do you decide the time frame PD arrays and what are they important for? It's very simple. The time frame PD arrays are important for two things. Actually, not for two things, just for one, because it really depends on what's your time frame, what's the time frame that you prefer to look for entries on. So think about it like this. If we have a higher time frame PD array that happens on one time frame, then the lower time frame entry should happen on a different time frame. So think about it like this. If I have the higher time frame PD array on the daily chart or on the H4 or on the H1 or on the M15 or on the M5, or maybe even on the weekly, right? Then there's a specific, I call it like a matrix. There's a specific matrix that you need to follow. So your lower time frame entry should be taking on one of the following time frames. So if you're using a weekly PD array, then your entry should come on the 4-hour chart. If your PD array is a daily, then your entry should be on a 1-hour chart. If your PD array is on a 4-hour, then your entry should be on 15 minutes. If your PD array is on the H1, then your entry should be on the 5 minutes. If your PD array is a 15-minute PD array, then your entry should be on the 1 minute. And if your PD array is a 5-minute PD array, then your entry time frame should be a 30 seconds chart. Okay? It's really simple to keep this in mind, really simple to, really simple to keep this in mind. You know how I do it? Let me show you, because you really don't have to keep all of this in the back of your head. but it's really easy that you do the following. So for example, if I'm on the weekly, okay, if my PD array is on the weekly, and by the way, PD arrays, the only PD arrays that I use are fair value gaps, highs and lows. That's it. I don't use other PD arrays. Not because they are not trustworthy, but because I don't want a lot of guesswork when it comes to, oh, I wonder if this is the right PD array. I wonder if I'm identifying this order block correctly, or I wonder if I'm identifying this propulsion block correctly, or I wonder if I'm identifying this breaker block correctly. I don't like all of that. So the easiest thing to spot, to notice for me, are highs, lows, and fair value gaps. Those are the list, the list of PD arrays that my brain requires the least confirmation in order to know that I am looking at a PD array. You know, a fair value gap is a fair value gap. The question is, will price react from there? And that's what you're waiting for to happen on the lower timeframes. So for example, if the PD array is from the weekly chart, then you skip the next one next to it. So you skip the next time frame, so you skip the daily, and your entry should be on the 4 hour. If your PD array is on the daily chart, you skip the 4 hour, and then you go to the next one, which is the 1 hour. If your PD array is on the 1 hour, you skip to the next one, which in here, you might want to skip 30 minutes and consider that your entry time frame is 15 minutes, but actually, I personally consider 15 minutes and 30 minutes as sort of like similar. I take them as sister timeframes. So if I'm using a 1 hour PD array, then I'm just gonna jump over to the 5 minute because I consider 15 and 30 minute timeframes to be similar. And then if my PD array is either a 15 minute or a 30 minute PD array, then I'm gonna jump over to the 15, I'm gonna jump over 5 minute, and I'm gonna go straight to the 1 minute. And if my PD array is 5 minutes, then I'm jumping over 1 minute and I'm going straight to 30 seconds. And obviously, if your PD array is 1 minute, your entry time frame should be 15 seconds. So it's really easy to keep this in mind, and yeah, that's it. It's really easy to keep that in mind. Which one are you using now then? I don't have one that I'm using right now. The thing is the following. I want to take my entries usually on these two. 5 minute and 1 minute. I will rarely take my entry on the 15-minute chart. So I prefer to take my entry on the 5 minutes and the 1 minute. So this means that any H1 or 15-minute PD array is going to be of interest for me. However, if we go right now to, hold on. If I'll go right now to the 1 hour chart in order to look for a PD array that I would prefer to take an entry from on the 5 minute chart, you will see that lower down the line, there is no PD array that price has not reached into yet. Okay, we reached into this fair value gap. So yeah, and we have this swing low over here. So I could see a setup forming on the 5 minutes right here. Okay, but if I'm seeing a higher time frame PD array, especially a daily PD array, like this very obvious bullish order block here, okay, if I'm seeing that being very close to one of my 1 hour PD arrays, then I'm just preferably going to wait for price to reach into that before considering that I could take any setup on the 5 minutes. And if I'll go to the 15 minutes, you'll see that if I squeeze the chart quite a lot, there is no PD array that I could actually look into. So at this point, I could say, yes, in order for me to be short with longs, I could wait, or I should wait for price to reach into that low, which it already did, and then give me my 5 minute entry model. Or if that's not going to occur, then we're most likely going to wait for alignment of multiple Q3s, and we're going to push down to the daily PD array, which is a daily bullish FEG, and then I might actually look for entry patterns on the 5 minutes from there. Now, in regards to the 1 minute, or in regards to short setups, for example, Right now, in order for me to take a short setup, I would require for price for a 1 minute entry to be inside a 15-minute PD array, bearish PD array, obviously. So that means a bearish fair value gap, which there is none, unless we move here, or the high of that 90-minute Q2, which means that I'd have to wait something like this. I would need a sequential SMT divergence here with the possibility to move lower towards that daily PD array. So the reason why higher time frame PD arrays are important, it's because they give you potential price levels that price can react to on your entry timeframes. And you pick the proper higher time frame PD array by looking at your trading personality and figuring out, okay, I prefer to enter on 1 minute, I prefer to enter on 5 minutes, whatever. So that's basically it. Can we see in your next live stream how you mark the chart from beginning? You see that in all my live streams. From beginning means what? Daily highs, like previous days high, previous days low, previous week high, previous week low, and then fair value gaps on the daily, the 1 hour. That's it. Good morning. Good morning. Are you using a different? Yes, I'm. Can I reserve my question to almost the end of the stream for now? Yes, Gabriel, you can. Oh, you meant what quarterly indicator I'm using now, not the PD array. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, guys, let's see if we can get it to meld to that Monday low. You know, I was trying to look at the weekly chart, see where the weekly candle could be headed to. I don't know. I'm going to say that I strongly believe that the weekly candle would be headed to the high of month of May, which is around here, which, like I said earlier, it also overlaps with the 50% level of the current yearly range. I would definitely like to see it perhaps moving higher to the high of April. Not really sure if we're gonna have that opportunity, but I would definitely like to see it push higher. As for the daily candle, the current daily candle, I truly believe that we're headed towards this bullish fair value gap for now, or at least that's what I want to see. Now, if we would look on the 6-hour chart to figure out the potential daily profile that we're in the 6-hour is the perfect one to do this, because it just shows you like this first 6-hour candle that opened at 6 p.m. yesterday. That's basically the whole Asia session. So I'd see this more like an XAMD profile. So we've got Asia high here. Because you can pretty much see we had this nice sequential SMT divergence between New York PM session and Asia high, with price moving to the opposing direction. Not really trusting with this being an accumulation. In other words, no, you know what? I actually am not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything about it. London high. Previous day's low on silver not taken out. Previous day's low on platinum not taken out. So the only one who took previous day's low is gold. I'm just going to mark this SMT for now. But I'd still require like a higher time frame rejection from here. Too many things are overlapping here, so I trust to see price go there, and then I'll look for longs. Even though I'm also thinking at the possibility I'm also considering the possibility where we're gonna take out Q2 high, 90-minute Q2 high. And then potentially move lower. For now, let's just see if we're going to have any bearish reaction from these relatively equal highs here. If you guys are thinking that I should have went long after sweeping previous day's low, you're probably right, but I don't have any entry confirmation to do that, so hence I did not do it. I'm not even sure if we have like an obvious first presented FEG. No, we don't. See, you guys did not create any first presented FEG. I'm not sure if 933 would be a match, but just waiting for now. I like that weekly swing high. You like it. Yeah. But I also like it, but only after we fill the daily gap. What time frame was the SMT drawn on? It doesn't matter what time frame you draw the SMT on. What it matters is to know that the SMT is between two relevant price points. Price points, like relevant price point, means it's the high or the low of a specific interval of time. In this case, I drew the SMT between yesterday's low and today's low. Daily lows, two daily lows. It doesn't really matter the time frame you draw it on. I drew it on the daily and then I just came here and refined it because Many times it's just not going to be right on point when it comes to the actual candle time you're drawing it on, but I'm just refining it on the smaller time frames. But it's between two daily highs, between two daily lows. So you see guys, here from a 1 minute perspective, I'd like to see these highs swept in here. We'd also be sweeping buy side above a true New York open, above true 90-minute open, and I'd like to see price then push lower to that daily gap. So I'm just waiting. Or maybe we could take out that high, I'm not sure, and then do this. And we'd create a sequential SMT divergence between the 90-minute Q2 and the 90-minute Q3. We'll see. So you see, I'm not necessarily, like, I'm not really interested in normal SMTs. I'm more interested in sequential SMTs. So basically, if I can spot the highest high of a specific time interval, and then I can see one asset sweeping that and the other one not, that's an SSMT. Like I said, it doesn't really matter the time frame you draw it on. It's important that you understand why you're drawing it, why you're drawing it. You know, I hate it when on the 1 minute everything is so well balanced and then you move to the 15-minute and you see a big FVG forming. Like, I freaking hate that. I don't like it. So what can you do when there are no, for example, like I like to enter 1 minute or 5 minutes. If I don't have any close, like PD arrays on the 15-minute, which is the higher time frame for my M1 entry, or on the 1 hour, which is the higher time frame for my 5-minute entry. If I don't have any of these higher time frame PD arrays somewhere close by, what you can actually do, oh my god, I'm tired. What you can actually do is look for PD arrays on the correlated assets. Like for example, on the 1 hour, 1 hour, not really anything worth mentioning or worth looking at. I would say, not really. But on silver, we do have this bearish fair value gap here on the 15 minutes, the 845 candle. Imagine creating a higher high here and a lower high on silver. And that would be a SSMT between 90-minute Q2 and 90-minute Q3. You know what? I did not check to see whether we have high impact news right now at 10. Hold on, I'll do that. We don't. Could we test the order block at 46.37? That sweep the liquidity, then sweep the liquidity at 45 and fly from there? What do you think? Of course. When you guys ask questions like could it do that, anything is possible. Of course. Yeah, I'm also thinking we could sweep 46, 33, 34-ish. I mean, it looks pretty obvious. But we'll see because If that happens, I'm going to consider that more like a market structure shift, you know? I wouldn't necessarily consider it as only a sweep, but we'll see what happens there. Very tough decision. And weird price action. New York AM session has not been very nice this week. You know, we did sweep that high, even though here it doesn't show this on Pepperstone. Yeah, I'll probably have to wait for more info, you guys, more info from charts, because for now, I'm blind. I'm blind as a bat. It is what it is. I don't like how we created these relatively equal highs here. I want to see the A52 CB reclaimed, and I might engage shorts. It's been a really hard week for me. I don't know for you, but it's been like hard to trade week. No, I don't want to buy gold. I'm not buying gold until we reach the daily FEG. This is the hardest part of trading. You have to wait. For everyone who's new here, you guys, thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you guys don't know what I'm looking for, I am waiting for price to reach into this daily bullish fair value gap. And then I would like to look for long setups. There is also a nice possibility that we're gonna start moving lower right now. I mean, not now, but from this level, which is 90-minute Q2, where we do have an interesting sequential SMT with the other two assets. It's just that the lower time frames are not really behaving. 1 minute. I also like to see this bearish FEG being reclaimed in order for me to potentially consider shorts. I do like how we formed the 1001 CB, and like we're rejecting from it. I'm not really happy with the bullish order block that formed here on the 5 minute. That also coincides with this with this 1 hour candle being broken to the opposite direction. We'll see. We'll see, you guys. I'm gonna mark this 15-minute bullish FEG that we got here. Even though I'm gonna give the shorts a try. stop loss is quite big. I'm just going to risk less because neither my risk reward isn't that big. And I'm also going to pay attention to this 15-minute bullish FEG that we are approaching in here, because honestly I'm looking more like continuation move lower and an invalidation of that bullish FEG on the 15 minutes, but we'll see. I'm only risking 1 micro here, so in case I want to take partial, I won't be able to take partial because the stop loss is big and I don't really have like a higher time frame, like at least a 5-minute bearish fair value gap that I'm taking the trade based off of. I'm only basing my fair value gap on the 1001 bearish FEG and the fact that we reclaimed the, what was that, 852, I think. Yeah, 852 CB. Yes, Ryan, there's the SMT that I marked with the 90-minute Q2 and the 90-minute Q3. I drew it a little earlier. It's here. We have relatively equal highs with a very clear lower high over here on silver and both on platinum. So relatively equal highs on gold. Plus, like I said, the only sort of like medium time frame confirmation that I get is this 5-minute bearish OB here. That's my only confirmation at this point. And from a lower time frame perspective, like I said, we had the bearish FEG here. So we'll see. Very small risk on this trade, you guys. Really, really small. Only thing I'm not really happy with is that a true day open is quite higher at this point. We do have price above New York AM true open and above the true open of this 90-minute Q3. So I'm basically taking an entry. My only 2 true opens that I'm taking the trade off of are the 90-minute and the micro. So we have 90-minute, not 90 minutes, sorry, the New York True Open, New York AM True Open, which is this candle, 7:30 open. And then I have the open at the 9:23.24. Can't really make up my mind because it's either 23 or 24 because the micro quarters are 22 or 23.5 minutes long, so it's quite weird and hard to mark them to the T. Yes, it's very high risk, Max. My risk on this trade is $145. So that's 0.3%. Yeah, 0.3%. Do you see this? Hey, smart money, market makers. Do you see this? It's a money gun and I want to use it. So please, please do this pleasure to me of pointing this money gun towards the camera and pushing the buttons so that hundreds of dollars and euros can go out so that we can celebrate. 52 people watching the stream. Thank you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, please. It really helps a lot. For anyone who's new to the stream, I'm looking for a short into the 1 hour bullish into the daily bullish FEG and a ride of London, not London, Monday low. And my trade was taken based off of this relatively equal highs being created on gold, whereas we have a clear lower high on silver and on platinum as well, between the 90-minute Q2 and the 90-minute Q3. By the way, I also like how we just took out this micro Q3 high in here, and we did not do the same with the micro Q3 high. on gold, so I'm also happy with that. Also, as an extra confirmation, silver, please, please just create that market structure shift here. So my entry was taken based off of this 90-minute quarter sequential SMT where we created relatively equal highs for gold and lower high for silver and platinum. And we have a clear drawn liquidity, which is this daily bullish FVG here. Plus our setup was forming with at least 3/4 aligned, and it's beautiful. Let's see if beautiful gold will continue to push lower for us. So what I want at this point, because this blue shaded area here, that's a 15-minute BISI. You know, I'm not going to tell you what I want to see, but I'm going to tell you what I don't want to see. I don't want to see gold staying stuck inside this 15-minute bullish FVG and silver and or platinum taking out the low of the 90-minute Q3. I would hate if that would happen. Honestly, 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 I would freaking hate it, because it means that I'm not going to say what it means. You already know. Who knows what it means? Who knows what it means if gold will stay inside this 15-minute bullish FVG, whilst silver and or platinum will create a lower low. And gold will create a higher low. Who knows? Come on, guys, put that in the comments. Oops. Consolidation? No, Michael, it's not consolidation. What would it mean? If silver and or platinum would take out this low, while gold will not take out the same low, which is here, but it would stay inside this 15-minute bullish FVG. What would that mean? Come on, guys. What would that mean? Come on, guys. I can't believe you don't know the answer to this simple question. What would it mean? Ryan, what would that mean? It means that silver would do what? If it would take out that low, would that be a breakout structure or potentially more like a sweep? Whilst whilst gold would stay inside that 15-minute. Max, you have a buy position activated. Good luck. Good luck, buddy. Good luck to anyone who's in trades. Longs, shorts, doesn't really matter. Michael, yeah, exactly. That's what it would mean. It would mean that we could get a pump. We shall see. Do you care about premium and discount from previous cycle? I do care about premium and discount, but not necessarily from previous cycle. I mean, I don't look at all previous cycles range. SSMT and the micro Q1 of Q4 would reverse higher. Yeah. Yes, Gabriel. Exactly. But until that would offer a confirmation, we have this confirmation right now. So whenever you're offered with two options, you will most certainly not be offered the same two options at the same time. So if right now we're being offered with the short confirmation, the long confirmation would come after that, and it would have to first present a sequential SMT and then an entry based on lower time frames. So we are still yet to see that forming. And if I would wait for the confirmation of a potential long, only from this 15-minute bullish FEG, without actually having a clear rejection from a even higher time frame PD array, a more important one, like it's the daily bullish FEG, then I would basically just say, well, I'm okay to miss this opportunity, which is already presented in front of me. So that's why you will usually be presented with opportunities one by one. And if I'd wait for a confirmation of longs, I would, like, that would mean to miss the confirmation on shorts. So at any given point, you just have to decide which side you want to pick. Alexa, read notification. Rain is expected near me. That's what Alexa says. But the thing is that she kept my old address. So she's giving rain expected forecast for the city I used to live in. I'm not there anymore. It's really sunny here. Smart money, come on. I want to use my money gun. Please drop price lower. Come on. I've been a good girl and I'm nice and I'm always answering to people's questions. And I try to go to the gym and I eat my vegetables and I drink a lot of water every day. There's a whole bunch of reasons why I deserve the opportunity to use the money gun. Please. Come on, smart money. I know you can do it for me. I'm gonna be paying attention inside this area. Now we are hoping micro Q1 to continue shorts. We're not hoping, no. Whenever I say I hope to see this, I'm so sad seconds later because I heard something from a guy called Jim Ron. He said, poor people hope. That ought to tell you something. No, guys, we need to make informed decisions, not based on hopes, okay? Hi, I noticed you don't use moving averages. Is there a reason for this? 50 EMA on M15 was very bearish though. Now price is pivoting to upside turn. I just don't use indicators. That's the only reason. No, smart money, don't do this, please. Guys, please ask smart money. Please call them and ask them to move price lower. To move price lower, not to move price slower. We want them to move price lower faster. Okay, this is what we want. We want smart money to move price lower faster. Thank you, dear smart money. Pretty please. Pretty please. Don't create a BC and a market structure shift to the upside inside this 50-minute bullish FEG. Don't do it. Don't. Guys, tell them not to do that, please. Pretty please, smart money, don't. You assholes. Smart money, why? I don't understand. What did I do to you? I don't get it. Daily true open is not taken. I know. I said this earlier, and I said that this is the reason why I'm taking such a small risk on this trade. So my risk on this trade is under $150. I'm not risking too much. I'm risking actually very small amount of money, precisely because I know that we did not retest true day open. And I also don't like those relatively equal highs that were created there. But at the same time, we did have the sequential SMT divergence aligned on 3/4 and also 5-minute bearish OB. I thought you were a London session trader long time ago. Yes, that's true. Long time ago, I was a London session trader. I was. Not anymore. Now I trade New York. It doesn't look good at all. Looking at the 15-minute chart, really it does not look good at all. The way we're rejecting from this 15-minute BISI, it really doesn't. And like I said, if platinum is creating a lower low, and I want to see where this is coming from. I think it's 5 minute. So if platinum makes a lower low and silver makes a higher low, anyway, we'll see. Yes, smart money. That's what I'm saying. More. Lower. We need to see you go lower. Come on. I have my money gun. I have my money gun. I have my money gun with me. Smart money. Come on. It's so beautiful. Look, it's red. It's the direction in which you need to take price, which is down, which is usually equivalent to red candles. Dear smart money, if you want me to change the color of my bearish candles and make them red, I can do that. Guys, walk me through. Canvas. How can I do this? Guys, walk me through. How can I change the symbol? Here it is. I need, no, it's not this. Body. Okay, I need red. We need red for bearish candles. Okay, smart money. I've colored my bearish candles to bright red. Now I'm ready to take profits. I mean, not yet, but I'm ready to see the market fall to the low of Monday and to that daily bullish fair value gap that I have marked here with this blue area. And after that happens, or during that happening, I will be ready to use the money gun, which is also red. Come on. I'm luring them, you guys. I'm luring smart money into making this work for us. Come on. I know you want me. You know I want ya. Smart money, drop it to that Monday low. You gotta do it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting with my money gun. Drop it, drop it. Me and Lumi traders. Drop it. I got this from her. Drop it, drop it. Should I put magnets like she does? Oh my God, I'm gonna put magnets. She puts magnets usually. Let's search for magnets. Icons. I think this is where the magnets are. Magnets. Looking for magnets. Where are the magnets? Okay, I don't find the magnets. I'm just gonna put little hearts. Okay? Smart money. Pink hearts. See? Here. I have a pink heart for Trump. I have a pink heart for Elon Musk. And I have a pink heart for oh my God, I don't know who the pink heart is for. The third one. You guys, Who should the third pink card be for? I don't know who to make the third pink card for. Come on. Okay, the third pink heart is for Walsh. I don't know who that is, but I think it's the guy who is at the who's like the Fed chairman, isn't he? It's Walsh, right? Michael says that I should have the third pink heart for me as a trader. Okay, but I'm willing to share it with Walsh. Yeah, the new Fed chair. I thought so. Smart money. Drop it. Drop it. Come on. Do it. You can do it. I know you guys are having fun. Like I said, I want to pay attention to whatever is going on here. So, funny or not, I don't want to see any rejection from here. And if we get a break above this level, it's going to be disastrous. It's going to be disastrous. I did not know that the name of the new Fed chair is Walsh. As a trader, I am ashamed to admit that, but it is what it is. You guys, do you see this? We have 6 more minutes until the 15-minute candle will close. So it's still not a sure thing that this 15-minute FVG is inversed. I mean, yes, I would say that it's pretty inversed, judging by the 1-minute momentum that we were having here in order to be able to punch through that BC on the 15 minutes, but it's still not a sure thing, okay? I'll just continue to monitor it here on the 3 minutes. Drop it, baby. You know what? I'm also interested to see whether we're gonna have any unlawful reaction from any of the quarter levels of this bullish wick here. More like so. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Come on, baby. You can do it. You can do it more. You can drop it more. Yes, yes, you can. Come on, guys. Sing along with me. I feel like in a concert. I feel like I'm in a concert. We want to see you drop more. I don't want to see you rejecting from the 25% level of that 15-minute wick. I want to see you drop further to the downside. Hit the low of Monday. Now, I said do it or else. I said do it or else. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please drop it. How are things looking on the 1 hour? Pretty solid for now. No, you're an asshole. If you're rejecting from the midpoint of that 1 hour, no, you're gonna be a freaking asshole. Such an asshole, really. You should not do this. You should definitely not be doing this. You're not allowed to do it. You hear me? Not allowed. You're not. Guys, please tell this thing it's not allowed to reject from the 50% level of this 1 hour wick. Please tell them. You smart money. You're not a, come on, you're called smart money for a good reason. You have to be smart and drive price lower. Drive price lower. And I'll give you pink cards. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. You need to drop it further to the downside. Guys, tell smart money to drop it further down. Three more minutes until the 1 hour candle closes. I want to check the 4 hour, and the reason why I want to check the 4 hour is because at 10 a.m. we had a new 4 hour candle opening. So I'd like to see where is likely for this new candle to be headed to. Yeah, definitely here. I mean, I can see it coming further down. Maybe even to this BC on the 4 hour. It will make a lot of sense. Yes. Drop it, drop it, drop it like it's hot. Guys, I'll be right back. Just don't go anywhere. What did I miss? What did I miss? Did I miss anything? No. Yes, Alim Salman. I think you're right. At this point, I'm just going to bring my stop loss here. Getting ready with the money gun. Come on. Come on. You know you want to do it. You know it. Come on. Here are the hearts. One pink heart and then another pink heart and then another pink heart. Look at them. They're so pretty. You're so pretty, really. And I'm also arranging them like pretty like this. Like all this, like, look at it. It's dragging you lower. It's dragging you lower. It is. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Please, please, go, whoa, whoa. Come on, please. Please, please, go, whoa, whoa. Lower. 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 Please, now. Boof. We need you to go lower, baby. Hit me, baby, one more time. Woo! Guys, are you ready? You guys ready? Are you ready? Yes, we made it. We did it. We did it. We hit TP. TP. 100 bills. $100 bills. It's actually euro, but who cares? We made it to the daily busy. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Whee! Yes, a very, very nice trade. I would like to... Smart money, don't get me wrong. You get to keep all the hearts. Okay, one for Trump, one for Elon Musk, and one for the guy, the Fed chair, Walsh. You get to take all the hearts. Take them all. Yay, W. Guys, W's. W in the chat right now, right here, at this point. I want everyone to flood the chat with W. W. Prince, no, they're not real money. They're prop money. But who cares? Who cares? Because the real money is here. The real money is right here in front of you, daily, live, streaming, on YouTube. Yeah, very beautiful. All right, so right now it's time to recap why this trade was taken. So we had a sequential SMT divergence between the 90-minute Q2 and the 90-minute Q3 highs. An SMT divergence doesn't always need to look like this. One pair sweeps the high and the other pair does not sweep the high. So there is also an SMT divergence, which is called extended SMT divergence, that usually indicates a continuation. So if we've been short, if we've been bearish, because if I'm going to show you this week, this day, okay, we've been bearish, not this week, but for the whole day, we have been bearish. So usually when we get this type of sequential SMT divergence, where you see one pair creating relatively equal highs in a downtrend, okay, hold on, let me actually just do this properly for you guys. I'm just gonna do it like a mini lesson, okay? Where's my remote? Okay, so whenever we have an SMT, first of all, whenever we have a bearish market, okay, and we get relatively equal highs, And there is a market structure low that price did not take out yet. And the other pair will make a lower high. Think about the following thing. How is this being interpreted in the charts? So we're in a bearish trend, and relatively equal highs is usually interpreted from a retail perspective, because this is the moment and this is the type of sequential SMT that will usually confirm retail logic. Okay, and that's why you should not discard and you should never disregard retail logic. Okay, support and resistance, in my opinion, works. Do I want to trade support and resistance? Perhaps. The thing is that I'm not ever going to say, oh, support and resistance does not work. Everything works as long as you apply it with having a narrative in mind, a sound logic. Everything from ICT works and does not work at the same time, because if you apply everything that ICT teaches without actually having a sound logic behind your narrative, which is, why would price react from here first? Second, is price reacting from here? Third, if price will react from here, where is it going to? Okay, so you need a level to react from, a reason to react because of, and a place where price will be attracted to. Okay, so we had a swing high on the 15-minute chart that was slightly taken out, not here on our chart, but like I said, on the futures market, it was taken out. We had a market structure that was not taken out in a bearish trend, and a little lower than that market structure, we had a higher time frame PDO rate, which was our daily FVG plus FVG, daily bullish FVG. Okay, so we also had a reason for which price might actually go lower. So at this point, if we have all these things, forming a resistance makes total sense. And like I said, this is the time and this is the kind of context where retail logic will be confirmed and where retail logic works. The other pair, which is also in a downtrend, creates a lower high, and it creates that lower high because as one pair goes up here to form the resistance, the other pair during the same time goes up in here in order to rebalance a bearish fair value gap, which is exactly what we had. So in this case, the pair that creates a resistance will hold that resistance, and it will move lower to that higher time frame PDO rate and also take out the sell side liquidity, which is normal for bearish trends to do. It's normal for bearish trends to take out sell side liquidity. On the other hand, we have the other pair which created a lower high, and think about it. I always and will always repeat this till the end of my life as a trader. The only two reasons why price will ever move are the following. Either price will move because it wants to rebalance an old imbalance, or price will move because it's seeking liquidity. So now you have to think about it like this. I'm in a bearish trend. Why is price going up in here? It went up to take liquidity on gold and create that resistance so that then it could continue to push lower because we are in a bearish trend for now intraday wise. And for silver, it was going up in here during the same time when gold was going up. So silver is going up because it was rebalancing that old imbalance, the bearish fair value gap on the 15 minutes chart. Now, let me remove all these drawings. I'm just doing it like a little old lady because I am not that familiar with how to use all the things in TradingView, so whatever. So right now, if we look at what happened here, silver popped into this 15-minute bearish fair value gap. Let me just go to the 15-minute bearish fair value gap. Okay, so we had one high which coincides with this high, okay? We created this high at the same time with that high on silver. Then we have the other high, the one that was formed at 10 a.m., which coincides with this one, around here, okay? So what do we have? We have gold creating a resistance in a downtrend, and we have silver moving up to rebalance a bearish 15-minute fair value gap and then potentially continue to move lower, okay? So the fact that the SMT was also sequential between 90-minute Q2 and 90-minute Q3 added even more probability to this SMT, you know, being trustworthy, okay? So after that, dropping to the lower time frames, I had the 5-minute bearish order block forming in here. I was somewhat reluctant initially because we had also formed this 5-minute bullish OB in here. So that was sort of like invalidating my idea of stopping here after taking out that high and not necessarily going lower. However, creating a bearish OB here, plus if we move to the 1-minute chart, we had created a nice bearish fair value gap. It's the 1001 SIBI in here, and none of this actually matters. You guys, none of this actually matters. None of the price action thingies that I've showed you actually matters if you do not put everything in the context of this quarter sequence. All of this entry pattern, all of this entry thing, the bearish FVG, the bearish on the 1 minute, the bearish order block on the 5 minutes, the sequential SMT divergence at the highs, none of this matters if you're not using it in context with time, okay? Keep this in mind because it's the most important aspect, time and price. Okay, what can I say, you guys? With this being said, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my god, sorry. So with this being said, I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I'll wait for you tomorrow in tomorrow's live stream, somewhere between 8:30 and 9. And I wish you all a good day. Ciao.